Maisie Genuine, grade 6. Dr. Ernie Roberts wakes up with an idea.
Aha! The best robot I will ever create will be today. He will be the smartest robot ever, and no filling his head with rubbish.
Dr. Ernie walks to the garage and starts tinkering with tools.
He will learn hundreds of languages, memorize thousands of equations, and have millions of ideas. He will truly make the world a better place.
Time has passed, and Robot is finished.
He is finally finished.
Greetings to Dr. Ernie from Captain Genius 001.
Whoa, Captain Genius, how do you say hello in Spanish?
Hello in Spanish.
Hola! Yes! He has a good sense of humor. I think I might want to send him to school just to make him even smarter.
At interview with the school.
Hello. I would like to send my, son to school. His name is Captain Genius 001, and I am assuming that he will test, probably 7th or 8th grade.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Roberts, but since he has never gone to school before, he will have to start in kindergarten.
What? No! There's no possible way that the most intelligent robot in the world has to go to kindergarten.
Come and join the class, Captain Genius 001.
Let us begin. You can just call me Captain Genius.
In the kindergarten classroom with Miss Mandy as the teacher.
Good afternoon, children. How was your lunch?
Good.
This is our new student, Captain Genius. He will be joining our class.
Hi, Captain Genius.
Hello, peers. Where will I be seated?
You can sit in the back next to Jenny.
Captain Genius goes to back of the room and sits in small chair and his knees don't fit under the table.
Welcome to kindergarten. I'm Jenny.
Hello, Jenny. I am Captain Genius. It is pleasure to meet you.
Captain Genius offers his hand to Jenny, who ignores it. Teacher starts writing something on the board, but Jenny turns to Captain Genius and keeps talking.
So, Captain Genius. I'm going to call you Captain G, okay? So, have you ever gone to school before?
No, this is the first day that I have ever gone to school. Have you gone to school before, Jenny?
Well, kindergarten is the first time I've actually been in school, because preschool doesn't really count as school. I've been in kindergarten for longer than you. I've been here for a long, long time. Like a whole 6 months. At least, that's what my mom said. So, what's your favorite color?
There are 7 colors in the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Would you like some more information?
Whoa. No more information, Captain G. But, what's your favorite color?
There are 7 colors in the rainbow: red, orange, and...
No, Jenny, do you have something to say to the class? No, sorry. I'm sorry for the interruption, class. Keep working on your numbers worksheet. You need to pick a favorite color.
What defines favorite? Searching database. Searching data retrieved. According to WordCentral.com, the definition of favorite is a person or thing that is preferred more than others. My creator, the ever-powerful Dr. Ernie G. Roberts, gave me a set of commandments. The 3rd commandment is no having favorites, preferences, or opinions unless they have been passed by Dr. Ernie G. Roberts. I must call Dr. Ernie to confirm allowance of favorite color.
But can't you just ask him later?
Call.
What's your favorite?
Calling Dr. Ernie G. Roberts, ever-powerful creator. I must take this. Beep, 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 boop, beep, beep, boop, beep.
Captain Genius goes into the hallway and a slight ringing from a phone is heard.
Class, now we are going to work on letters. Say them with me. A, B, C, D.
I am sorry. Shall I take my seat?
Please do.
Captain Genius sits back down next to Jenny and the class continues with letters.
So what did he say?
E, F, G.
He said, quote,
There will be no absolutely favoritism toward colors. That is babyish rubbish, and don't be friends with that girl. If I hear one more thing about this Jenny character, I will take you out of that school.
Q, R, S.
Well, you don't really gotta tell him, do you?
X, Y, Z.
I suppose that I do not.
So you just gotta choose one.
What is your favorite color?
Well, I like pink.
Why?
Well, it looks pretty.
I like orange because it looks pretty.
Good. I like orange too, but just a little.
You did a great job today, class. Practice everything we learned today. Get your backpacks and line up at the door.
The kids go to the cubbies and loudly get backpacks and get into a zigzagged line as children turn around to talk to friends.
Hey, Captain G, do you want to have a play date?
Jenny and Captain Genius are at the end of the line. The line starts moving through a hallway that leads to a large archway with other kids and parents. The parents come inside to pick up their kids.
I must actor Dr. Ernie G. Roberts, ever powerful creator, to come and pick me up.
But do you want to have a play date?
What is play date?
A play date is when you go over to your friend's house. To play.
First, I must contact Dr. Ernie G. Roberts, ever powerful creator, calling Dr. Ernie G. Roberts, ever powerful creator. Beep, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, boop, boop.
Phone ringing sound.
Ring, 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 ring. Greetings, Dr. Ernie.
Over the phone, but on speaker, coming out of Captain Genius.
Hi,
School has just been dismissed. I am expecting your arrival soon.
I'm on my way.
May I have play date with my new friend, Jenny?
We'll talk when I get there. Bye.
Farewell, Dr. Ernie.
Beep as the phone hangs up.
Dr. Ernie said, quote, we'll talk when I get there. Bye.
Can I use your phone to call my mom?
Yes, what is her phone number?
Jenny types phone number into a small keypad on Captain Genius's hand.
Calling Jenny's mother. Beep, beep, boop, beep, 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 bop.
Hello? Hi, Mom. It's Jenny. Oh, hi. Can I go to Captain G's house for a play date?
Who is Captain G?
My new robot friend.
Oh, sure. We'll go over to his house. Did his parents say that it's okay?
Yeah.
I need to know where to pick you up. What's his address?
My address is 314 Pike Street.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Mom. Bye. Captain Genius beeps as the phone hangs up. Dr. Ernie arrives and storms over to Captain Genius.
Captain Genius 001, who is your friend?
Jenny, meet Dr. Ernie. Dr. Ernie, meet Jenny.
My mom says I can come to your house for a play date.
Okay, well then let's get going. Come on now.
All three leave the building and start walking down the sidewalk to the house. All are silent as they are walking. They all enter the house.
Excuse us a second. Jenny.
Dr. Ernie pulls Captain Genius into a side room as Jenny waits in the entryway.
I told you not to fill your head with rubbish and you went along doing it.
My apologies. Dr. Ernie.
Okay, after this playdate, no being with that girl anymore. If I see you with that girl again, I will take you out of that school. Understand?
Yes. Dr. Ernie. My apologies. What would you like to do?
Wanna play outside?
Yes.
All three walk outside. Dr. Ernie sits on the steps and watches them play tag.
You're it.
What is it?
No, Captain Genius doesn't need to learn to play tag.
Tag is when you chase someone around and try to tag them. When you get tagged, you're it. When you're it, you gotta try to tag someone else, okay?
I understand. Shall we begin?
Yeah, you're it.
They start running around and playing tag. As Dr. Ernie sits and watches, he sees how much fun they're having.
I guess not everything she's teaching him is rubbish. I mean, tag can be a useful skill, I guess. And I'm glad that he made a friend. Just look at how much fun they're having.
Jenny's mom walks up the sidewalk.
Hi, I'm Jane, Jenny's mom. You must be Captain Genius's dad.
Yes, more like creator, but yes. I'm Dr. Ernie. Jenny, your mother's here.
Aw, already?
Greetings, Jenny's mother.
Hello, you must be Captain G. Thank you. I hope this wasn't too much trouble.
Oh, no problem. Jenny can come over anytime.
Bye.
End of play. The Boy in the Basket by Ellie Leandris, grade 7. On a rainy night a long time ago, a man was strolling the beach when he heard a wail louder than the wind. He followed the sound until he saw a basket. He looked inside and saw a baby. The man shouted in triumph and carried the baby into his home. This is where the story really begins for the baby. 7 years later.
Sue, time for dinner.
Coming.
Hurry up, the pill needs to be taken, remember?
Yes, Dad. I remember. What's for dinner?
Sam,
After dinner, Suop and Man are sitting by a fire in the living room.
Dad, when will you ever tell me what happened to Mother?
I can't tell you, son. Maybe I'll tell you tomorrow.
But you've been saying that every single day.
I'm sorry, Sue, I just can't.
Please.
You have to promise to me that you'll listen to everything I say after I tell you, understood?
Really? I promise.
A long time ago, right after you were born, me and your mother met a gorilla. We became very close, and we were good friends. One day he turned on us. He was going crazy, yelling that we were horrible creatures and that we should not deserve to live. And he grabbed your mother, Soap, and he killed her. He killed your mother, and he said he would kill you next. Soap, you need to be trained to kill the gorilla. I'm your only hope to be trained. We'll start tomorrow, understood?
Yes, Papa. I must kill that gorilla and avenge him for killing my mother.
Good, my son. Tomorrow we will start training to destroy the gorilla.
The next morning, Suop and Man are on the beach training.
You swing the sword like this, blade down.
Like this.
Yes, Soap, perfect.
I'm exhausted. Can I take a break?
Yes, this is enough training for the day.
They continued training for many more days until something strange happened.
Soap, it's time for you to go to sleep. Good night.
It's so early.
What did I say? Do I have to repeat myself?
Okay, Dad. You don't have to get mad at me. Why is Dad making me go to bed so early? I wonder what he's up to.
Suop quietly tiptoes down the stairs to where he hears his father's voice.
Why is he talking too loudly? There's no one else in the house.
Suop quietly peeks through the door and sees his father in a spider version of him talking to many other spiders. Suop gets a vision right after he sees his father as a spider and the other spiders. He sees himself and a gorilla fighting Suop's father and shows his father yelling at Suop to come back and take the pill. Suop is scared by this and runs back to his bed. He falls asleep thinking about how the gorilla might be his ally and not the enemy. The next morning, Suop and Man are eating breakfast.
How did you sleep?
Picking around his food while looking a bit frightened.
Fine.
Is something wrong?
No.
Gets up and puts his dish in the sink.
You forgot to take your pill. You'll need it to fight the gorilla.
Okay.
Takes pill and pretends to swallow it.
Done. I'll wash the dishes.
And then what will you do? We need to train afterwards.
Okay, we'll train after this.
Suop coughs out the pill.
I need to run away. This man is not my father. He is a beast, and I have to get away from him.
On this day, Suop learned more about the man he called father and his evil side. He knew his father was lying to him because of the powerful vision. He ran for many days and nights, wandering the abyss and trying to find a place where he could hide. One day, however, changed his life. Suop is looking around for a place to hide.
Where is the right place? Maybe I should have stopped at that cave earlier. No, there's bound to be one up a...
Loud, twig cracking like noise.
What was that?
A gorilla is seen entering from behind a bush.
It is me.
Where are you, you coward?
You made the foolish mistake of not looking in the bushes behind you.
Wait a second. Are you the gorilla?
Which one? The normal gorilla, or the one your father talks about and says he wants to kill you? Yes, I'm that gorilla.
How did you know I was Suop?
I actually just learned your name. I knew you were Spider King's son, but I didn't know your name.
Who's Spider King?
He is your father, Suop. Him and I were friends a long time ago. I befriended him because I realized how evil he was. He, not me, Suop. He killed your mother. He killed my brother who saw him kill your mother, Suop. But I escaped. I'm the only one who witnessed the event, and he's coming for me. But he led you to believe his lies about how I was bad. But in reality, He doesn't want you knowing the truth because he knows about your power, which your mother had, and knows that he can't kill you until I am dead. Has he been giving a type of liquid or medicine to you? A pill, maybe?
Yes. He says it's for my health and will get me stronger to fight you.
How old are you? And how long have you been taking this pill?
I'm 9, and I've been taking the pill since I was 5.
It gives me chills just thinking how close you were to having your fate sealed. If he gives you a pill for exactly 5 years, your power will never work.
What's my power?
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Swoop. It will damage your training.
How could it damage my training? And what do you mean by training? I trained with my father to fight you.
And now, we will train to fight your father. Your power will be gone when you are 10. We must destroy him before you turn 10. Otherwise, the world will forever be lost. We will train tomorrow.
For many weeks, Suap and the gorilla trained to fight the Spider King, and on one day during training, bad news came their way.
You aim the sword like this, and when he tries to duck, you would lift it up.
Crunching noise.
Did you hear that?
Gorilla looks around and suddenly falls to the ground, grunting noise.
It's him. Defend yourself. Remember, you can do this. Save the world.
Well, well, well. Look who it is here.
Steps on Gorilla's head.
I taught you to kill this gorilla. Looks like he told you the truth. You're the only living being besides me and my minions who know the truth. In 10 seconds, though, you'll no longer know the truth.
Stop. Please don't do
There's
this.
nothing to lose. 9 seconds.
No!
5 seconds.
All hope is lost for Suap, but he sees a vision. He sees himself and the gorilla in heaven, and the gorilla talking to Suap and telling him he regretted not telling Suap the word that would save humanity. Gorilla continued talking about the word and how his father would never tell him the word because it was Suap's mother's name. Suddenly, Suap realized what the word was. He heard one of the minions say it to the Spider King, and Spider King was very mad at him. He knew the word to save humanity.
Your eyes just rolled back. What happened?
I know the word.
No! Impossible!
Spider King raises his staff to kill Suap.
Melissa!
The world shook. Spider King dropped down on his knees and put his hand by his heart. He dropped to the ground, not moving a few seconds later. Suap was sad, then angry, then he was happy. You may wonder why he was happy after he lost the gorilla and he killed his father, but he was happy because he had saved the world. End of play. Stuck in the Middle by Sonali Ramanathan. Grade 6. At the foster home.
Another one? Yes, Alex. Your grades were too low to continue at that school.
Why do I have to go to school anyway? I'll just get expelled again.
Put on your nicest clothes to make a good impression.
Why? It's pointless anyway.
No objections. I said put on the clothes.
Fine. This is just about as good as it gets around here.
At school.
Get out of the way, stiff.
What does that mean? Looks like we have another victim. Oh no. What are you waiting for, Indy?
Yeah, don't just stand there.
Grab her. Oh, right. This never gets old.
This is so going on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't think class is starting soon. We should go before Miss Granger sees us.
Yeah, good call, indeed.
Quickly stuffs her phone into her backpack.
See you around, stiff. Come on, Indy. What happened to Mrs. Granta or whatever?
It's Miss Granger.
What did you say, Marta?
Nothing.
Let's go. I forgot something in my locker.
At lunch.
Please don't find me. Please find me. Oh no, here they come. Hey, I have to go get something real quick. What is with you and forgetting stuff? It's just one thing. I'll be back soon.
Okay, but hurry.
At Indy's locker.
Can't talk to her because otherwise Marta and Elizabeth will see me, and I can't text her or call her. I can't talk to her out of school because I always drive home with Marta. Don't know how to tell her. Can't figure it out. But I have to tell her because if I don't, I will just hate myself because I can't say it.
A piece of paper flies into the hallway from an open window.
I've got it. I can write her a note instead.
Scribbles a quick note and slips it into Alex's locker. Back at lunch.
What took you so long? I Couldn't find it in my locker.
Anyway, my mom says you guys can come over tomorrow night if you want.
I think I can go. If not, I'll just bully Father into letting me go, so count on it.
I'm busy tomorrow night. I have tennis. Yes, I have tennis tomorrow night. Sorry, I can't go.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, you can come over some other time.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Bell rings signaling the end of lunch. At Alex's locker,
What's this? Dear girl who Elizabeth and Marta bully, I am so sorry about their actions towards hurting you. I would stop them if I could, but I myself am not brave enough to help you more. I cannot mention my name for risk of them finding out that I am on your side. I am so sorry, but until I can muster up the strength to help you, you are on your own. But I want you to know that I am here to support you in spirit. Please forgive me. I hope you have a better week, and please don't judge this school by who goes to it. It really is amazing, and I hope you can see that too. Until next time, I bid you farewell. From Girl Who Feels Really Bad.
after school,
Indy.
There you are you coming?
No, Mom says to walk home today. Sorry, gotta go. Bye.
Come on, Marta, let's go. I'm like dying right now.
walking home,
Well, that was horrible. Just like the last first day of school, and the one before that. I'm really confused about that note, though. I wonder who wrote it. Are they being truthful? Until next time. When is next time? Maybe I should write to them. Ugh, where's the paper in this horrible mess? Oh, here it is. Now, what should I write? I got it. Dear girl who feels really bad. I was so surprised when I got your note, as I have never, ever had anyone apologize to me about anything. I also have never had anyone feel bad or have empathy for me. Thank you for those kind words, and I know that you are trying hard to help me, and I really think that with your help, I will be able to overcome. I will tell you my name, and then you have to tell me yours. I promise not to tell anyone what it is, and I promise that this will be our little secret. And you can trust me because I'm trusting you as well. My name is Alex Stone, and I'm 17 years old. I live in a foster home, and I hate living there. Also, what does stiff mean? You can trust me with this information, and I hope you do, because I'm dying to know who you are. Until next time, I bid you farewell. From Alex Stone.
the next day during class,
Hey, Marta,
But,
I dare you to launch a spitball at Mrs. Granda.
I kind of like her though.
I said do it. Okay,
Elizabeth.
while Miss Granger has her back turned, Marta launches a small ball of paper at her back,
Oh no, I smell trouble.
passes a note to Marta,
Why did you do that? I thought you liked Miss Granger.
opens the note, reads it, answers the question, and sends it back.
I do, but Elizabeth made me. Mrs. Greener didn't notice. It's fine.
At lunch,
I think I'm gonna sit with my cousin today. I told Mom that I would because apparently she's been having a lot of trouble at school this week.
Oh, that's too bad. I know. Marta and I could come and sit with you and your cousin.
You don't have to. My cousin gets scared when she meets new people.
Okay, then we'll see you after lunch.
Okay, bye. You? Don't be alarmed.
But you were the
I wrote the note that was in your locker.
but you were the one who grabbed me and you let them put that video up on YouTube.
I know. It was my biggest mistake. Thank you for at least supporting me in spirit. And I'm sorry that I couldn't help you more. I would like to be your friend, but this is going to be difficult. I am willing to give them up for you. I am much stronger with you by my side. Together we can get me out of this mess that I have created.
I'm in.
Okay, here's the plan.
after school,
Hey, where's Indy?
I don't know, I thought she was with you.
There she is. But she's with the stiff. What?
Hey guys, this is my new best friend. Her name is Alex, and she is so much better than you two combined.
Excuse me?
Well, since you guys have been bullying her, I decided to take matters into my own hands.
Hi, we are going to give you one more chance. If you'd like to start over again with me and Indy, you can. If not, we will just continue on our way. I don't start over, ever. I don't make mistakes. Well, you have kind of just made a huge mistake. Well, at least I have Marta.
Actually, I think I'll accept your offer. I would like to start over.
And you have no more chances, Elizabeth. Goodbye. Adios.
Hasta la vista.
Wait. Sorry, can't. We've got places to go.
People to meet.
And things to do. Bye. And whatever you do, don't let your ego hit you on the way out.
You said it.
You messed with the wrong girls. Bye.
Marta, Alex, and Indy all laugh as they walk off into the distance. End of play. One Girl, One War by Amrita Kulkarni, grade 7. Scene 1. Parents are kneeling in the center and everyone else surrounds them.
You have to protect her. She had nothing to do with it.
Please, have mercy on her. We're begging you.
Sir Rathbone turns to the executioner.
Kill these two first. We'll deal with the daughter later.
Scene 2. Gwen is about 2 years old.
Here she is, sir.
I want you and the other servants to raise her. Keep her out of trouble and away from me. She lives, but only because killing her would cause trouble in the city. When she turns 7, bring her to me. You're dismissed.
Scene 3. Sir Rathbone is sitting at his dining table with 5 courtiers. A servant enters holding Gwen's hand.
Sir, this is Miss Gwyneth Arata on her 7th birthday.
What a pleasure it is to see you, Gwen. I have a birthday present for you. You will start getting private lessons from me every week on Wednesdays. How exciting is that?
Extremely. Sir, what will you be teaching me?
Well, I will be teaching you the ways of our little island, policies, government, and especially our beliefs. We can also talk about the war with the Vicar Shores, where your parents died. You will also begin a job as a tea girl. Bring her to the West Wing tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Sharp.
Scene 4. 8 years have passed, and Gwen continues to work as a tea girl every day. She is in a conference room with court members. She hands a drink to the last courtier.
Here you go, sir.
She exits and sits down on the ground.
I don't know why I was so excited to start this job. My feet hurt like anything. Well, I've got to go get the other 13 rooms.
She stands up and starts pushing the cart towards another room. She grabs the door handle and starts to listen to the men's conversation.
The Aratas were the only people who rebelled. No one else will rebel because no one else knows the real reasons why and how the Aratas died. We've kept this a secret from the public for 13 years, and more importantly, from their daughter. Everybody thinks that they were killed in the war against the Vicar Shores. Our plans against the Vicar Shores will not be affected by anyone. And if someone does try to intervene, we'll execute them.
Gwen slowly backs away from the door. As she turns to run, a servant enters carrying a basket of clothes. Gwen knocks into her and they both fall to the ground. Gwen quickly sits up and holds her knees to her chest.
Oh, Miss Arata, I'm so sorry. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, thank you. How did my parents die?
Dear Gwen, you know they were killed in the war against the Vicar Shores.
No, they weren't, and you know it. I don't know how they were killed, but I know the story of them dying in a war is false. Please, tell me how they actually died. I do have a right to know, as I am their daughter.
You're right. It pains me to say this, Gwen, but your parents were executed by the government. More specifically, Sir Rathbone. Your parents were executed because they revolted against the government. I don't think we should be talking about this subject in such an open space. Come with me to my quarters and I will tell you everything, for I'm sure Sir Rathbone has told you false information.
Scene 5. Servant 2 and Gwen enter into Servant 2's room.
Before we Stratsunis were banished to this island, we lived with the Vicar Shores in Lindford. We lived mostly peacefully, but we wanted control over the Vicar Shores, so we attacked. We fought for 5 months, and finally the Vicar Shores defeated us. They decided that they would banish us to this island. Even the peaceful Stratsunis were banished, and those were your parents. They believed we'd gotten what we deserved and that we should be content living away from the Vicar Shores. But Sir Rathbone was enraged, and his one goal was to get revenge on the Vicar Shores. Your parents revolted and were caught, and were therefore executed.
Thank you for telling me. It means a great deal to me. Are any of you servants against the government?
Plenty, including me. All of the kitchen service, and then there's about 23 others, which means there are about 63 of us in all.
That's actually a lot. We have to do something. We can't just sit here and let the government do whatever it wants. They need to be punished, especially Sir Rathborn.
You're right. We need to come up with some way for all of us to meet. They are very close to launching their attacks. We have one night and one night only to plot against the government.
I've got it. I'm going to go serve drinks to that conference room, and then I can hear what their plans are.
Why don't we meet in the kitchen? Everybody there opposes the government, so it will be a safe place.
Let's meet at the kitchen at 12 o'clock. Then we'll devise a plan there.
Go serve those drinks.
Scene 6. Gwen enters into the conference room pushing the cart. She starts serving drinks and listening to the men.
Tomorrow, they will bring supplies to us on the boats. What if we surprise them tomorrow with an attack? While they're unloading things in the night, we can silently slit their throats, and no one will ever know. Then we would have a boat so we can attack the Vicar Shores.
No. Let's use your idea of killing them in the night, but let's have the Vicar Shores come to us. If the Vicar Shores who delivered our supplies never return back to Linford, the people there will start to get worried, and they will start sending more people over. The advantage would be in our favor.
Scene 7. Gwen and servants 1 are walking to the kitchen at midnight. They enter into the kitchen. Servants are sitting everywhere. They're on stools, chairs, tables, and more.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Gwen Arata. I'm the daughter of Paige and Simon Arata. You probably know why we are here. I figured out that he plans to attack the sailors who deliver supplies to us tomorrow. He wants to kill them and then wait for more Vicar Shores to come. Then he can start a war. We have tonight to figure out what to do, and tomorrow to carry it out. Any suggestions?
We could wait for the sailors to come and then warn them about the attack waiting for them.
No, Sir Rathborn and the others will lead the sailors and then kill us.
What if we watch for Sir Rathborn and his men? Then we sneak up behind them and then kill them. The Vicar Shore sailors with us can then alert Linford to send troops.
What will we use to attack the men?
Let's use the knives in the kitchen. After all, we are in the kitchen.
The docks are unloaded at 12 o'clock, so let's meet here at 11. Then we can get knives and discuss further. Everyone understand?
Yes.
Scene 8. Gwen and all the servants are sitting in the kitchen in stools, chairs, tables, etc.
All right, did everyone pick up a knife?
Yeah.
Good. I figured out that they are going down to the dock at 12:15 and that 10 men are going. So I think we should leave at 12:20.
How are we going to get to the docks?
Let's take the back roads. Since there are 10 of them and about 80 of us, let's divide into groups of 8. Each group will stick together. When you reach the dock, the first person you find, you stick to and kill. Once every group has found a man, I'll give a sign and everyone kill your man somehow.
What's the sign?
I'll give a salute. The salute means everyone is ready. Got it?
Yes.
Scene 9. The sailors are at the docks. All 8 of the groups approach the docks. They each find a man and follow them. After everyone is ready, Gwen gives the salute, and everybody plunges their knife into the back of the man in front of them.
Is everyone all right?
Yes. We're all right.
Hello. My name is Gwen Arata. We're sorry if we startled you, but you were just going to be attacked by Stratsunis. Luckily, we figured out and stopped them. I'm going to have to be quick, so listen closely. The people of the government here want to start war against you. They want revenge on you for banishing us to this island. We all believe you're doing wrongs, so we came here and saved your men from being murdered. Now we need you to sail as fast as you can back to Linford and alert the Vicar Shores there of what has happened. Then come back and bring soldiers with you. Understand? Go.
Sailors nod and exit toward their boats.
What are we going to do now?
Everybody, let's get these uniforms on, and then let's go to the palace.
Scene 10. Gwen and about 15 others burst into the conference room where Sir Rathborn and 10 courtiers sit unarmed. The servants run and go behind one of the courtiers and hold a knife to their necks. Gwen circles around to Sir Rathborn.
Gwen, what are you doing awake at such an hour? And what are all these servants doing with knives pointed at my courtiers?
I was just about to ask you the same question. But since you asked first, I will reply. We were just at the docks, and we killed your 10 men who were supposed to kill the sailors. Now it's your turn to reply.
No.
All right. Well, if you won't reply, I guess I have no reason to keep you alive.
No. Stop. We were waiting for the men to return who had gone down to the docks.
Just what I expected. The Vickershire army is coming. With their help, I can figure out how to deal with you.
My dear Gwen, what are you doing? I raised you in the palace as my own when your parents died in the war. Is this how you will repay me?
You're wrong. You killed my parents. You had them executed because they believed in different things than you did. You lied to me from the beginning. I don't think I owe you anything.
Ms. Arada, the Vickershire soldiers have arrived.
Send all of them in, please. Don't deny that you killed my parents. Everyone knows that you did. Everything you said has been a lie.
Servant 2 enters and holds the door for the Vickershire soldiers. There are about 20 of them.
You called for us to come?
Yes, and thank you for coming on such short notice. The government on this island has been trying to launch an attack on the people of Linford. Thankfully, we could stop them before anything happened.
What do you want us to do?
I want you to round up everyone who is a part of the government. Gather them and bring them to me.
Okay.
Let's lock them all up. Sir Ralphorn, I don't know what to do about you. You were extremely terrible. Therefore, I should kill you. But then again, I don't want to be savage. Shall I ask the others? What do you think we should do?
We should execute Sir Rathorn. Without their leader, they won't be as united. We should lock them up in a Vickershire prison and make them work there.
I agree. Let's do that. I'm sorry, but prepare to die.
The Vickershire army enter with all the government officials.
Here they are, Mr. Rother.
Thank you, sir. We've decided on a punishment. All of the government officials are going to be locked in the prison, and they're going to be put to work there. If you don't mind me asking, but would it be possible for it to be a Vickershire prison? That way they can be better monitored.
Yes, I think that can be possible. I'll take them back with me when I leave. What do you want to do about Sir Rathbone?
We decided it would be best if you were executed. Would one of your soldiers please do that?
Yes, we can do that. Take him out and then do it.
One soldier takes Sir Rathborn by his elbows and leads him out.
Thank you so much, sir. We could never have done any of this without you.
We need to start a new government. Obviously, you should be the new leader, Gwen.
I think we have learned in this experience that one single leader will not work. But I think this can wait till morning, for I've had enough for one night.
End of play. Just Right by Sophia Newlands, grade 6.
Promise me you'll wait here.
I promise, Bella.
I'm just going to get a few things in this store you are not old enough to go into. Otherwise, I would take you with me.
Yeah, okay. I'm fine. You can leave now.
Bye. You know what number to call if you get lost. New York is a big city, and I'm trusting you to stay right here while I go inside. Okay, Autumn?
Okay. Bye. Ugh. So boring standing outside the liquor store. Maybe I should go explore.
Starts to walk.
Gee, it's really cold. Maybe I could step inside this building for 1 minute.
Good morning, miss. What is your name?
Autumn. Autumn Romero.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't see you on the apartment building list, so I'm afraid I can't let you in.
Well, I'm here for my friend. Grace Woods, my friend from school.
There's no Grace Woods that lives here.
That is because the Woods just moved here. Yeah, they just moved here yesterday, and the list has not been updated.
Well, I suppose you can go on up, then.
Okay, great. Goodbye.
Meanwhile, back on the streets.
I'm back, and I brought... Autumn? Autumn, where are you? Autumn!
Look, this apartment door is open. I'm still cold. I'll just step inside for a moment. Hello? Anyone home? I'm so hungry. They And there are 3 batches, so they will have plenty if I just take a little bite.
Pretend to take a bite of soup with spoon.
Oh, gross! This pot is way too much salt.
Takes another bite of different pot.
This pot does not have enough salt. Well, maybe this one will be okay. My stomach is still rumbling. I wish Bella had left some food.
Takes bite of final pot.
Mmm, this is delicious. It does not have too much salt or too little. It is just right. Oh, I think I'll sit down for a little while since there's nobody home. Yes! A TV!
Turns on TV and sits down.
Woo! This TV is way too big. It's giving me a headache.
Quickly turns off the TV and stands up abruptly.
Another TV. Ah, but I can't see anything. This TV is so small. One final room. Maybe this one will be okay.
Sits down comfortably and turns on TV.
Ah, just right. Oh, I hope Bella is all right. Maybe I should head back.
Mom, we're home. Mommy, where are you?
I need to hide.
Runs around stage looking and finally settles her crouching behind the couch.
This should hide me.
Mom, guess what Where is she? Oh, she promised she would be home after school today to help me with my project.
Now I can help you.
No, you're too young to help. You wouldn't understand. Only Mom does.
Oh,
Well, go play in the living room. I guess Mom's not here.
okay.
Well, I will go and find Mom myself.
I need to get out of here. But I'm so tired. Maybe I'll just rest for a little while and then go back to the outside of the shop. Bella usually takes hours shopping. I'm sure I will have plenty of time.
Enters room and lays on bed. Jumps up from bed.
Ouch! That bed is way too hard. It hurts my back. Jeez, these people did not pick their furniture well.
Exit room and enters different one and lays on bed.
This bed is way too soft. I will never be able to rest on it.
Exit room and enters final room.
Maybe this bed will be all right. Ah, this is so comfy. I could lay here forever.
Drifts to sleep.
I couldn't find Mom anywhere in the building, and the doorman says he has not seen her. He also mentioned that I should go welcome the new neighbors in the woods, whoever they are.
I did my counting for the day. What should I do now?
Why don't you go rest while I check your workbook?
Okay, let me go get my workbook.
Comes back with workbook in hand.
Why does Mom always have to be home late from work? I am forced to watch Dean every day. He doesn't get that Dad is gone and is not coming back. He still asks for him every day. If only he could realize what actually happened. I just wish that Dad being gone did not mean that Mom has to work double time.
Bella, still wandering the streets.
Autumn, where are you? Mom put me in charge of you for the first time since I got back from college. Please don't let me fail at this like I do at everything else.
Are you okay?
Oh, hi.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
It's okay.
Are you all right?
I don't know anymore. First I dropped out of college, crushing my parents' dreams of me becoming a nurse, and now I lost my little sister. I don't know what to do.
First, take a deep breath. Okay, let's think. Where did you see her last?
Outside of the liquor store. She was waiting for me. I knew I shouldn't have left her alone.
Well, why don't you go back to my house, and I will make some tea, and then we can figure out how to find her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to intrude.
I wouldn't. Oh, please, it would be our pleasure to have you. My boys are at home waiting for me. I was supposed to get home earlier to help my older son work on a science project.
Was it because of me? I didn't mean to trouble you.
Oh, you're no trouble at all. I was late because I got out of work late. Ever since my husband died, I've been having to work extra. Come on, it's cold out here. Let's walk home before we freeze.
I'm so sorry your husband died. Was he a good husband?
Oh, yes, he was the best. He was a great and loving father and husband.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry.
It's okay. Sometimes it's better to cry it out. It helps with the sadness.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When my parents died, it was awful, and then me and poor Autumn were forced to move to our mean old aunt's house. She's gonna be so mad when I tell her I lost Autumn.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, it's not much, but, well, you can hang your coat up here and I will make us some tea. You must be exhausted. Why don't you go into the spare bedroom and rest? 3 doors down on the right-hand side.
Thank you very much. You've been so kind to me.
She enters the bedroom.
What am I going to do?
She sits on bed, then jumps.
Oh, there's a person under here. Autumn, I found you were saved.
Well, what are you doing here? I just lay down to rest my eyes for a moment. It's already nighttime. I must have slept for 2 hours.
How did you get here? I've been so worried about you.
Well, I was getting a little bored, so I decided I would explore, but then it got cold, so I stepped into a building and found an unlocked door to an apartment. So I stepped inside and ended up here.
You can't just enter somebody else's house, but I'm glad you're okay.
I made us some tea. Oh, why is there a girl in here?
This is my sister, Autumn. Autumn, apologize for coming into her house.
I am very sorry. I was just so cold and so tired, and so I decided to step into your apartment and rest.
Oh, it's quite all right. It is already 9:30. You must be going back to your aunt's house before she starts getting really worried about you.
Goodbye. Thank you for everything, and sorry for all the trouble we caused you.
Oh, it was none at all.
Well, come on, Autumn. Let's go home.
End of play. The Mayor Changes by Caillou Gold, grade 6. Scene 1.
My family can't afford anything, and I work 12-hour days.
We need to do something about this.
If the mayor were to allow change, our city could prosper.
I'm going to text the mayor. And send.
He's been around too long.
He responded already. He answered, your query has been denoted as number 4042. This is an automated response. Please do not reply. Thank you.
That doesn't help.
Let's go meet the mayor. The mayor's office is right over here. You better hear me knocking. Who are you? We're residents and we want a meeting with the mayor.
Ask the clerk acting to set up your appointment.
We want an appointment now. The mayor needs to change.
All I do now is handle complaints. I'll show you in.
We have 2 visitors, Father. The mayor will meet you now.
As the mayor, I'll always meet with citizens. You know, you look just like your grandpa. Those were the good days.
Mr. Mayor, we request change.
This is terrible. Nothing has changed around here. We're falling behind other cities.
Everyone has been working hard. Change could make things worse. I want you and this city to prosper. If we stay together the way we have been for years, then we will prosper. When I took office, the economy was not doing well. But people like your grandfather and I worked together and solved many problems. Let's keep working together, you, your family, and this whole community, like we always have. I'm so glad you stopped by. Son, will you take these citizens to the door?
Thanks for coming in.
How'd the meeting go?
He makes speeches about nothing.
I hear that all the time.
What can we do about this together?
He hasn't had to run against anyone with political experience for too long.
We need someone who's actually worked in the government, someone who could change the city.
I love this city, but we aren't doing well. Either the mayor changes or we change the mayor.
Hey, you should run for mayor.
That's a great idea.
I can help your campaign. You'll need to make a speech.
You're right. Rally residents to our campaign for change. Get everyone to come tomorrow in front of the mayor's office.
They're plotting. Plotting against you, Father.
Scene 2.
All right, I've gathered a crowd.
This crowd is huge. I'm going to get this crowd on my side, and the mayor can't compete with that. I need you in front of my platform answering my questions. Take your place. I'll come out once you get the crowd to call me.
We want change!
We want change!
When do we want it? Now! We need the clerk. People of our fine city, the mayor has been neglecting the duty to keep his jurisdiction up to date. He has forgotten his citizens under a mass of paperwork. What will we do? Will we allow this city to fall behind other metropolises in technology and industry?
No!
Or will we change the mayor?
Yeah!
But how will we change the mayor?
Kill him!
I like your way of thinking, but we must beat him fair and square. Our city has not had a fair election in years. Some people say no one is as good at campaigns as the mayor, so no one runs against him. They say this because all of his previous opponents experienced, and I will be in fierce opposition to the mayor. As the people of this city, when our mayor pushes us to the side, we have the right to declare an election. Do you want an election?
Yes, we do.
What do you want?
An election.
When do you want it?
Now! Scene 3.
They're plotting against you, Father.
Plotting. The crowd was big, but I'm the best at running a campaign. The clerk said so herself.
Father, you must confront this problem now.
Do you want change too? We can't change. We've all worked together and everything is worked out. All that must be done is what has been done before.
But Father, our family's reputation would be demolished. Think about what that would do to my future career as mayor. If you are lenient with change, then the people will like us. And if the people like us, then the mayorship stays in this family.
This is more important than your future career. I wouldn't give the mayorship to you anyway. You're just like the rest of this city. Change lover.
Father, I have a way of solving this problem.
What?
This pistol. This pistol will keep the mayorship in the family. It was used by our ancestors as a way of solving problems.
You're honorable, but it's no way to solve the problem of the clerk.
Father, this pistol was not meant for the clerk.
No. We're family. Family is most important.
I agree. That is why I'm doing this. The people want change and you ignore them. I am the new generation representing a brighter future. The mayorship will be safe in my hands. I'm sorry. I'm doing this to save our honor.
Stage lights turn off, then a shot is heard. Scene 4.
People, I have called you here for a meeting. My father is no longer fit to be in office.
What? He would never resign. He loved his city.
My father made a crucial mistake. He ignored your calls for change. You are right to ask for a new direction of leadership.
We want change.
Where's the mayor? We want to hear what he has to say.
He is no longer with us. I must stand in my father's place.
But where is he?
I asked him to step down to save the family honor and our city, but he refused. My father has never lost an election. My action made it so our family will never be defeated. I must succeed my father. As mayor, I will make change. You may also have heard the clerk call for change. Do not let yourself be manipulated by the clerk. She is not honorable.
Clerk, we want to hear your point of view.
Many of us degrade the mayor for his stubbornness toward change. He worked with our grandparents to develop this city. We must give him credit for being our honorable mayor for many years. I'm sorry that he cannot be here today. The son said, he is no longer with us. The full meaning of the statement is not clear to this audience. No longer with us, meaning dead.
The mayor's dead?
Yes, and I have reason to suspect it was his own son who killed him. Residents, we all know the son claims to be an honorable man. He would go to great lengths to keep the mayorship in his family. His father was neglecting change, and his son's request for him to step down. If the mayor had stayed alive, he would have lost this election. This son killed our mayor to preserve his own honor. But there is no honor in murder. He is a homicidal maniac, willing to kill family to supposedly save family. The son is not fit to be mayor of our city.
He murdered our mayor. How could he do that?
Citizens, take out your electronic devices and vote for our mayor. Mark on your ballot either clerk or son.
And send.
Send.
The results, unanimously, for me, the clerk, and now mayor of our fine city.
It's unanimous.
They all voted for the clerk?
Yes, the son is not only unfit for the mayorship, he is unfit to remain in our city. As my first mayoral action, I declare the transfer of the son from our city to a mental asylum institution in a faraway metropolis. As my second mayoral action, I choose to erect a statue of our previous mayor to remind us of his great contributions to our city.
End of play. Bride by Sabina Patel, grade 6. Scene 1, wedding bell rings.
Do you, Rachel Elizabeth Parks, take Frederick Robert Jones as your lawfully wedded husband?
Rachel runs down the church hall to the limo.
Carl, drive to North Dakota Small City.
So, how did it go? Wait 1 second. Why was it so short? Where is Fred? Where's your ring? Why are you panting? And why are you so red?
Less talking, more driving.
To where?
Chalacut, North Dakota.
Okay, I'm going, but Chalacat, North Dakota is extremely far away from the honeymoon. Are we meeting Fred there? Or is that where the airport is? You know there's an airport 20 minutes from the church.
I know what I am doing. I will explain everything later once we get out of this wretched place.
Whatever you say, crazy Ray Ray. Off to North Dakota.
Scene 2.
Starting route to Akron, Canton, Regional Airport, 547 Canton Road, Chalacan, North Dakota.
What? Carl, we aren't going to an airport. We have to go to...
Yeah, I know. Chalacan, North Dakota.
That is a terrible impression of you.
Rachel, I don't know if you know this, but you have to enter in an address into a GPS. Otherwise, it won't take you to there.
How long will it take?
About 67 more hours with stops for gas and brakes.
What? That long?
You chose such a faraway place.
Ugh! Well, I better get comfortable. The shoes are coming off.
Scene 3, ringtones start to play.
What is that?
Ringtone continues.
Oh, that's my phone. Who's calling? My mother.
Well, don't pick up. She could be tracking you. Maybe she's trying to find you.
She is not tracking us. She can barely work a toaster, let alone a tracking app. Mommy? Mom? Mama, I can't hear you. Hello? Hold on a second.
Pulls down window and puts phone and self outside the vehicle.
I can't hear her. I need a signal. Come on, your stupid phone.
Rachel, get in here now. What are you doing? You're gonna fall out of the car. Get in.
Stop worrying. I'm fine. Ah!
Rachel!
Rachel crawls back into the car, being first sad, then mad, then annoyed, and finally a grumpy mood.
Are you okay? What happened?
I am okay, but my phone isn't. I dropped it on the road. Now how will I change my Facebook status?
You dropped your phone and you're concerned about changing your Facebook status.
Yes. Do you know how mad Fred will be if he sees that I haven't changed it? He's really concerned about those things.
Oh my goodness, Rachel, you could have died.
Well, I didn't. That is that. It's getting late. I'm going to sleep.
Rachel, it is 3 o'clock. I don't think you need to go to sleep this early.
Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do?
There is such a thing as meaningful conversation.
You know what? I'm going to read some of these magazines.
Scene 4.
Rachel, we need to start making a plan.
What plan do we need? I already have one. You drive. I eat, sleep, and daydream.
Rachel, when will I get to sleep?
Do you really need to sleep? You can stay for 66 more hours.
We could get in some serious trouble for you having me drive drowsy. Here is my plan.
Oh, no.
Tonight, we stop by at a motel. We get some rest. Then in the morning, we go to get some gas. Really mature, Rachel. After we get gas in the morning, we will drive all day stopping at places for food and restroom breaks.
That was pretty much my plan, but without the sleeping parts.
Scene 5.
Carl, I'm starving. It's 7 o'clock, and all I have had since I've been in the car is a banana, 7 fruit snacks, and 4 granola bars. Can we please stop for something to eat?
Stop whining. We're about half a mile from the motel.
Hurry!
Rachel, why did you not want to marry Fred?
Carl, I am really not in the mood to talk about this.
You might feel like you're not ready to tell, but you might be. You have to rip the Band-Aid off fast, otherwise it'll hurt me.
Are we there yet?
Stop trying to change the subject.
Wait, is that it?
Points to motel.
Conversation to be continued when we get our room.
Scene 6. In Junkie Motel.
Ew, I think I just threw up in my mouth.
Well, this is all we can afford, not a 5-star hotel. Unless you have about $1,500, this is the best you're gonna get.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go check to see if there are some more comfortable clothes we can get you from the store nearby.
Okay.
Scene 7.
Rachel, hurry up. We need to leave now.
Why?
Because my schedule says we needed to leave 20 minutes ago.
You made a schedule? You're such a dork.
Fine then. We can be late and have someone find us.
Rachel runs out the door into the car.
I thought you would see it my way.
Come on, Carl. Look who's holding us up now.
Carl gets in the car and starts to drive.
Okay, the first stop is the gas station.
Can we get something to eat from there?
Maybe.
Please? Pretty please with a cherry on top?
Maybe.
Please!
Fine! Come inside and you can get 1 meal and 2 snacks for the car ride.
Only
Do
2?
not push it.
Rachel sighs. She gets out of the car and walks into the gas station along with Carl.
Ooh la la, look at all of the candy. I want this and those.
Rachel!
Okay, chill.
Door chimes as a strange man walks in.
Who is that?
I don't know, but I want a piece of him.
Oh, dear, you just ran away from your fiance.
Hello, excuse me, Miss Rachel. Do you mind if you could come with me to ask you a few questions?
Yes.
No.
Miss Rachel, where were you born?
Virginia,
Why are you here?
to get snacks.
In this general area.
Okay, mister, I have some questions for you. Where do you live? What's your name? What's your social security number?
Please, Carl, calm down.
And you know my name? This is just great. Will you please just tell us what you want?
I am here for Rachel's mom. I am bringing Rachel to her.
Rachel runs screaming away and Carl chases after her to the car.
Let's go!
This reminds me of your wedding. Not fun.
Less talking, more driving.
Whoa, deja vu.
Hurry, I don't want my mom to find me.
Carl starts the car and goes very fast. They drive for a very long time. Carl starts to slow down.
Why are you slowing
I
down?
think we've gotten far enough from Mr. Weirdo.
Not far enough.
The speed limit is 20 and I am already going 30. We also have to preserve gas.
Screw the gas and speed limit, go faster.
Carl goes very fast. Sweat drips down his forehead as he swivels on the road.
Rachel, can I please slow down?
Not yet.
Rachel, this road is really curvy and swervy and weird. I need to slow down or someone is gonna get hurt. What if a person starts to walk on the road? Then what will happen?
There's a large crash sound. They have crashed into a tree. They are lying down.
I'm sorry, Carl.
It is okay.
Carl, I love you. I always have. You've been the one from the beginning.
I love you too.
They reach for each other's hand as they die.
The day I met you, you've always been me.
When we met Pat in the 2nd grade.
The day you got a job as an Uber driver at ITC.
Good times. Good times.
On the other side, Pat.
See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
They die, lying in the dirt across from the tree. End of play. Sorry, I'm Human by Suzanne Evans, grade 6. Scene 1. Kids walk in and out of the stage/hallway. Student 1, Student 2, and Student 3 walk up to the front of stage. The spotlight is on them, but their heads are down. They are wearing blindfolds.
Who am I? What is my life going to be?
What am I going to become?
These are the questions that haunt our minds every day and every night. Everybody knows this, but we don't share it. We act as if it doesn't exist.
We wear these invisible blindfolds. Nobody can see them, and nobody knows we wear them. But at the same time, we do know we wear them. We hide who we truly are, and we like it that way.
We wear them to fit in and be like everybody else. So our peers and family and even people we don't know can have a liking to us. So we can go on with our lives while our imaginations grab us by the wrist and tell us what to do or say. So we can all be perfect.
We are trying to be perfect for you.
Scene 2. A crowd of children enter the stage. They loiter around. Mark and Ashley enter the stage together, talking. Mark's imagination holds onto Mark's shirt, trying to stay close to him. Ashley's imagination is holding onto Ashley's wrist. Mark's imagination and Ashley's imagination's head is always down when not speaking. Mark then drops his stuff and struggles to pick it up. As he drops his stuff, Mark's imagination and Ashley's imagination step off to the side.
You don't have to help me. I can do it.
Oh, please. We've been friends since kindergarten, and minute you need me.
That's Mark Green and Ashley Thompson. They're both going through the same thing, but don't know it. They both struggle at school, home, and almost everything. Both their imaginations follow them around, making sure they do everything perfectly. Everyone struggles, but some people can't handle it. How pathetic of them.
Okay. I need you, I guess. Hey, what did you get on the math quiz? Okay.
The children walk off. Mark and Ashley go to the opposite side of the stage and don't look at each other. Mark's imagination stays close to Mark, and Ashley's imagination stays close to Ashley. They both sigh and leave the stage. Scene 3. Mark enters, and Mark's imagination goes to the front of the stage. Mark is in his room. Mark sits in his chair and listens to music.
Why would Ashley ignore me?
Because she's mad at you. She hates you. She thinks you're nothing.
Mark puts blindfold on. He looks down. His voice is faint and full of sadness. Mark's imagination leaves the stage.
Yeah. I guess so.
Scene 4. Mark stands in the hall of the school with Mark's imagination. He looks down at his feet unhappily. The children walk through the halls.
She thinks you're stupid. You are stupid. Stupid enough to make Ashley upset at you.
I'm sorry.
Ashley enters the stage.
Hey,
Her walking speed quickens and she leaves the stage, avoiding him. Nathan enters with the jocks. They are all laughing and messing around. Nathan walks past Mark and hits the back of his head. The jocks follow behind him, snickering. Scene 5. In the classroom. Mark and the rest of the children head to class. Mark's imagination follows Mark. Mark sits at his desk like the other children, and Mark's imagination stands close to Mark. Okay, class. Today we'll be taking a test.
If Ashley thinks you're dumb, then you probably are. You're gonna fail. You never do anything right. Shut up!
The children stare at Mark. Mark, office, now. Scene 6. A bunch of children enter the hall and loiter. Mark walks in the hall angrily with Mark's imagination, then stands in the middle of the stage.
Mom and Dad were really mad. They must hate you. Please, just stop. Wait, where's Ashley? She's usually around.
Ashley.
She moved. Everybody knew about it. She didn't tell you, huh?
Mark, why aren't you in class?
I can't.
What?
I can't.
Scene 7. Mark is walking to his home. Mark, stop! What's going on? I won't deal with this behavior.
She can't help you. You can't even help yourself. Just stop fighting.
I don't feel well. I need to head home.
Scene 8. Mark enters his room slowly with Mark's imagination.
You're all alone now. What are you gonna do?
Students 1, 2, and 3 enter.
What's going to happen now? How are you going to succeed? Will you ever succeed?
Who is with you?
Don't I have you guys?
No.
Scene 9. At Ashley's house. Ashley gets a letter. She slowly enters the stage with Ashley's imagination.
Dear Ashley, I'm sorry you had to find out this way, but Mark has sadly put an end to himself. We found his body in the woods on February 7th. You know how long you and him have been friends. And if you need anybody to talk to, you can always go to someone. We will always miss and love Mark, for he is now with God. Love Mrs. Green. How?
How could you? It's your fault. If you would have just told him you were moving,
Why didn't he say anything to me? I would have done something.
Did you really do something if you knew? Did you take a stand? You should. After it's happened and it's said and done, you think you could have done something, but really you would have done nothing. We sit as people and watch as the world crumbles and decays.
We all feel the same emotions, but in different ways. We're all different, but the same. Why?
How can we stay and fight when nothing is going right? When everything is just falling apart, you can't really do anything, right?
Quote, monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us and sometimes they win. Stephen King.
Sometimes it takes more than one person to take off our blindfolds. Sometimes it takes more than one person to take on our imaginations. But our imaginations are not horrible things. Sometimes they just do horrible things.
Quote, we were gifted with thought.
Tyler Joseph.
We think every day about everything. We have good thoughts and bad thoughts, and sometimes you need others to help you push away those bad thoughts.
So promise me to let others help you, because even those who never forgive, forgive. Even those who never fight, fight. Even those who never win,
Win.
I'm sorry that I make mistakes. I'm sorry that I fail. I'm sorry that I can't do the things you ask of me. I'm only human.
End of play.
To the front to introduce themselves.
Suzanne Evans, sorry I'm human. Sabina Patel, the dream is running away.